What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Outdoors with Creed. Last time I was out talking to you guys, I talked about baitcasters, the Sixgill baitcasters, and what I liked about Sixgill. Sorry, out here outside again and mosquitoes. Today we're going to get into spinning reels. Sixgill currently has 3 different brands of their spinning reels. There's the Banshee, the Reaver, and the Carve. Myself, I have 2 of the 3. I have the Carve series, and then I have 2 of the Reavers. The Reavers are fairly new. They released those, or they launched those, probably about the middle of last year. First of all, the Carve here. This one is the Carve 2000. The Carve, I believe currently they no longer, I believe they discontinued their 500. And I think they have the 1000, 2000, and 3000. And then I believe the Carve here, the Reaver here, the Reaver comes in a 2000 and 3000. But basically, what the 2000 means is basically it's telling you the size of your spool, which will ultimately let you know how much line you would be able to fit on that reel. Bigger size number means bigger size spool, which means you can put more line on that spool. I went with the 2000 because, you know, again, I try to keep it simple. The spool, you know, I basically picked what was in the middle. You know, the different reels, the Carve, the Carve, I believe they just recently went up on their price. They're about $25 now, and the Reaver now comes in at, I believe, $35. To check on that, go to sixgillfishing.com, click on reels, and then click on spinning reels. Again, you'll see there are 3 different models: the Banshee, the Reaver, and the Carve. But the Carve here is a 9+1 bearing, and I believe it comes in at a 6-to-1 gear ratio, whereas the Reaver here, let me make sure I get it right, is also a 9+1 ball bearing, and I believe it comes in at a 5-to-1 gear ratio. Again, the gear ratios, they work the same as they do on the baitcasters. For every 1 turn of your handle, your spool is going to make 6 rotations. So that's important when you're picking your reels, because depending on what kind of fishing you're trying to do, you might need to take up more line a little bit faster. Spinning reels. The thing with spinning reels, today most people will fish spinning reels for their light tackle or their finesse techniques. I actually, growing up, after learning how to fish with the spin cast, or what everybody calls the push buttons, after learning how to use those, I got my first spinning reel. I want to say I was at the age of maybe 11 or 12, and I learned how to fish with those, and they're very easy. They're very simple to learn. For some people who have trouble fishing baitcasters, they prefer spinning reels because they're easier. It's not as difficult to cast them, and like as I just stated, most people use these for light tackle, but you can spool this up with the heavier poundage test line, and you can use a spinning reel to fish all of your other techniques. So don't let that confuse you when you see a lot of people who use spinning reels, especially in the professional, I guess you can say the professional world of fishing. The ones who use the spinning gear and a lot of times they use it for their light tackle and their finesse techniques. Don't let that confuse you. You can put on the heavier poundage for your line and fish heavy techniques with this. Just make sure that you get the appropriate rod for the technique you are fishing. Again, I like the spinning reels. Mine are set up for my finesse tactics. That's just how I have them set up. Now, if I choose to do something else, that's what I'll do. Again, I really like the color of the reels and their price. Again, Sixgill's prices come in very, very good. I mean, good solid equipment at a very good price. It's almost hard to beat the prices that you're paying for their equipment. And again, their customer service is, so far what I have experienced right now, is some of the best customer service. The reever here, the drag system on these are very easy to operate, simply by turning your knob here, which also, when you loosen this knob, is how you take your spool off. But once you tighten this knob down, this is your drag, and the tighter you have it, the tighter the drag. And you know, as you turn counterclockwise to loosen it, your drag is now loose, which means your spool will spin freely if the fish pulls. You also have this switch right here, which essentially what that does, if you want to, I guess you can say, work as a manual drag, it will allow you to rotate the reel handle backwards, so that way you can control the amount of line that the fish is allowed to pull, so then you have more control. Also, with so far, as I said, I only have two of the brands. I have the Reaver and the Carve, but on both of them you have a knob here on the side, and what that allows you to do, it is your tension knob for your handle. But if you loosen this knob all the way, it will allow you to take your handle and put it on the other side. So pretty much your spinning reels are ambidextrous. You can put your reel handle on either side of the reel, so that way if you prefer to fish right-handed, you can do that, or as I have it set up now, I fish with my left hand. That can get kind of confusing, because some people with their bait casters, if you're right-handed, then you cast with your right hand, and then you also reel with your right hand. But then you'll see some people who are right-handed, but on their spinning gear, their handle is on the left. That's just a personal preference on how you want to fish. Not a whole lot to say as far as the spinning reels go. Really, they're really good. They're really smooth. They cast easy. The reel functions, you know, it's just really good. I mean, I'm just very, very impressed with the reels, and again, I'm just very impressed with Sixgill all around. I haven't had a chance to get out on the water and actually do some fishing for you guys. I'm hoping to do that really, really soon, as well as we are getting into the hunting season, so I'm hoping to pretty soon get out and get some videos of me preparing for the hunting season coming up. Pretty soon here in my state, we're gonna have bow season coming up really soon, and then we will be transitioning into muzzle loading and then modern gun, and it's, you know, it's just that time of year when things around here just get really, really exciting. Also, I believe I stated in one of my earlier videos, that my one of my daughters is on the school fishing team, and we will be starting our fishing tournaments here pretty soon. So hopefully I'll be able to get some good video for you guys as we're out fishing those tournaments. Hopefully we'll be able to actually catch some fish and put some in the boat for you guys. But as far as the spinning reels go, that's all I have for y'all now. Looking forward to getting back on here. I'm sorry it has taken me a while to do another video since my last one. Had a lot of stuff going on here in the last few weeks, but hopefully I will be able to get more videos and get them posted to you guys a lot sooner. Right now the channel is slow, but that's to be expected. But if you guys would, you know, do me a solid and hit that thumbs up, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, make sure next to subscribe you click on that bell so every time I put out one of these videos you guys will be notified about it, and share the videos with your friends. Hopefully one of these days, you know, after a while, hopefully I'll be able to meet up with somebody and let's go out and have a cool fishing adventure or something. I would love to do that with you guys. So hopefully as this channel grows, that'll be something that we can do. And as always, be safe, enjoy the outdoors. Hope to see you guys soon.